Are we here? Are we alive? Are you here? Am I here? Are we actually here? Is Elden Ring here? Let's get some game audio. There we go. It should be playing in just a moment. Yeah, there we go. Very quiet title screen at first, but then the epic music comes on. Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. Hi, Luminously here, and welcome back to some more Elden Ring, where last time we were exploring the Weeping Peninsula, and we are going to continue doing just that today, and hopefully getting around to Castle Morne, which is going to be pretty much the last thing I intend to do here at the Weeping Peninsula, and then after that, we are ready to storm into Stormvale Castle and take down Godric, the first demigod of many that we need to defeat in order to restore the Elden Ring. Welcome into stream, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all around. Hope you're all doing alright. Hello, Ocean and Soroka. Yes, very late for you both. I do hope that you can get some well-deserved sleep soon. And hello, Melissa. It's lovely to see you around as well. Hello to any lurkers and VOD watchers. Hope you're all having a good one as well. I am doing pretty okay, all things considered. I had a blood test yesterday, and so I'm still feeling a little bit groggy, a little bit out of it from that blood test. So today I've been kind of feeling half awake, half asleep. But, you know, I did eat some food, and I stretched, and I did all that. So hopefully I have enough energy to get through our Elden Ring stream here tonight. Otherwise, just expect me, you know, to go extra slow, and especially when it comes to reading item descriptions and trying to process all of the lore into my brain. I might just be a little bit extra slow tonight, but I'm still really excited to play nonetheless. Thank you so much for being here. For some reason, when I booted up Elden Ring today, the game was much louder than it was supposed to be, so I've put the volume back on what it was before. But I was just a little bit anxious. I'm like, wait, was this the volume the game was on? Yes. I think I got my audio balancing all fixed, and it's working just fine, because the title screen theme here just sounds like it normally does, both on stream and to me. Hello, Katsugyo. It's lovely to see you around as well. First, I forgot my VPN was on, so none of my message appeared. Anyways, I am here too. Hello, Katsugyo, and thank you for the giant emote there, Melissa. I really do appreciate it. Giant estrogen pill, thank you. I had my estrogen much earlier today, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Alright, let's boot up our save file, and let's jump straight back into things. And the Elden Monster Ring Hunter, yeah, we're gonna be gaming. Gaming now. Gotta load my save file at the right time for the dramatic effect. Alright. So last time we finished here at the Church of Pilgrimage, where we talked to Melina and we learned a bit more lore about Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. And I wonder if this statue is of Godfrey. I don't know. There was also a ghost out here talking about the soulless demigod son that Marika apparently has, like, forgotten about or, like, neglected. So there's a lot of lore stuff going on right now. I'm very curious to piece it all together. But gameplay-wise, we're just exploring this area here. We gotta get to the map there, so that, you know, we can have a map of the full region. And we're gonna explore around over here, and I think Castle Morne is directly down to the south, so we'll save that for last. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Apparently there was a shield I missed at the Demi-Human Forest ruins, so we're gonna go back and grab that, because why not? And that's kind of it. I don't really have much written down on my list of things to do, it's just kind of finish the rest of this area. And that estrogen's spinning pretty quick, it sure is. We are gamering. Let's talk to you again just to recap on what you said before. The mausoleum prowls, cradling the soulless demigod. O Marika, Queen Eternal, he is your unwanted child. Yeah, I'm still thinking about, like, what this could mean, because we've heard about this mausoleum and this soulless demigod and the plan to, like, revive them. So part of me is wondering if that's referring to Godwyn, but I don't know. It could be a different demigod. Who knows? Here's your unwanted child. I have a thing to do if you don't get to it. Alright. Let's go to the demi-human forest ruins and go and get that shield that we missed. It's one of those shields where it's like, oh, you have to jump over a wall with torrent, because otherwise you can't get there. I think it's just a generic hero shield, but like, I want to collect things that I think are cool, so we're gonna go and collect that. Very sorry about that, torrent. Yeah, so it should just be a wall that only torrent can jump over. I don't really intend to fight here, I just wanna jump over the wall and go. Does the demi-human queen respawn here? No. Just think you'll discover it yourself in case you somehow didn't. Yeah. I'm trying to be very, very thorough here, so I'm sure that I will find everything that I want to / need to find. I got no clue. Where's this wall that they want me to jump over? Probably would have helped if I marked it on my map before the stream, so I'm like, oh, it's exactly this spot, but maybe it's this? You don't have to jump over here to get over here. If it weren't game important, I wouldn't mention it. Yeah. Oh, here it is. There we go. The Shield of the Guilty. Yeah, I thought this looked cool, and I'm like, I want to read its lore, so let's take a look at this. Shield made to venerate a maiden whose eyes were crushed by briars of sin before being reborn in these lands. Venerating the repose of the soul, this shield boosts focus. The briars can be used to attack foes. And the skill is Shield Bash. Brace behind shields before using body weight to ram foes while maintaining guarding stance. Weaker foes will be shoved backwards and can even be staggered. Alright, that is pretty handy. And yeah, I just thought this would be interesting as a bit of a lore piece to pick up, so glad that we got that. Crushed by Briars of Sin. Okay. I don't even remember that shield. Well, there it is. Shield ahead. It sure is. Shield ahead. A funny shield. Something incredible? So to speak, let there be precious item. Yes. Alright, well that's that done. Yeah, now let's just head to the western side of the Weeping Peninsula here. We do have a side quest here, which is at Castle Morne. It's... oh god. There we go. We need to deliver a letter from Irina to her father at Castle Morne. Which we're gonna save that as, like, the last thing that we do here, pretty much. In the meantime, I just got to explore. Because yeah, I have a general progress guide, just like on the side. To just like help me with completing NPC quest lines, making sure I don't miss out on like any major bits of lore or like story bits, so... like literally all there really was here was just like there's a lot of important items here at the Weeping Peninsula and go and do Irina's quest line. I'm like, okay, sure, I can do that. That's simple enough. Yeah, we just get to explore. Homeswood Ruins, we already went here. We already cleared out this Everjail. It had the ancient hero of Zamor in it. And we got the Radagon Sacred Seal, which is a very good talisman. I'm happy with it. Fourth Church of America. Sure. And there's more Mausoleum Knights here. Let me swap to my longsword, thank you. Oh no, now that I think about it, I don't think spirits can really be bled. Point is, I just want to use the longsword. I think it looks cool. Hey Tacticus, thank you so much for the raid. Really do appreciate it. Give me a second. Just gotta quickly parry you to death, and it'll be good to get those shoutouts going. Nope. Never mind, no parries allowed. Come on. Give me some of that raid luck with parrying. You want to take a swing at me, don't you? There you go. Thank you so much for the raid, Tacticus. I appreciate it a lot. Alright, we should be safe here now. Alright, let's just go stand and crouch in this bush real quick. Alright, there we go. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. What were you up to? Playing some Elden Ring. Oh, nice. I hope you had a wonderful time with it. I'm gonna get the slash shout out for Tacticus there as well. If you're not following Tac already, you can do so with the follow button at the top of chat and also the link in chat. Elden Ring, I did. I'm glad to hear it. Well, welcome into my playthrough of Elden Ring here. But first and foremost, if you got a raid and run, that is totally understandable. I know it's getting late in a lot of time zones, and I know you might be pretty exhausted after all that Elden Ringing. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for trusting your community with me. I really, really do appreciate it. And welcome on in as well, Zombie and all the other raiders. Yes, please take care of yourselves. If you got a raid and run, totally fine. If you want to raid and lurk, that's appreciated, but you don't have to. And just in case you're new here, hi, I'm Luminously. I'm a Hotly Night VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven titles, but I like to dabble in a lot of variety games as well, and we are here playing Elden Ring for the first time ever. That's right, I know, a blind playthrough of Elden Ring in 2025. Wild to hear, but I actually played through the Dark Souls trilogy in 2023 and 2024, and I said that once we finished the Dark Souls trilogy, we would move on to Elden Ring, and move on to Elden Ring we have. This is still the early game, so obviously early game spoilers here if you're trying to play the game blind yourself. But we have just arrived here at one of the Churches of America, and hopefully we'll get some goodies here, and also a bit of lore as well, because I'm a big lore head when it comes to Souls-likes. I'm also a bit of a parry queen, as they call me, because look who decided to show up. There we go. We could just dispatch them one at a time. And then I want to go into that church and check out everything in there. Oh, there's also a ghost there. Okay, gotta remember to talk to them. Fourth Church of America. Be wary of enemy. No precious item ahead, but behold, left. Let's see if Melina will talk to us here. No, there is no dialogue with Melina here. Okay. Can't level up just yet, but I do have some runes that I could spend if I wanted to. Thanks for the intro. I'll lurk here while I nap. Aw, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I like to make sure that my streams are super, super lurker friendly. Like, I'm not gonna scream your ears off or have, you know, incredibly loud sound redeems. You know, we like to actually just chill here, low energy atmosphere, and really get to, like, appreciate the games that we play on stream. Alright, let's see what we have here at the America statue. Ooh, a sacred tier, excellent. Time for gorgeous view. America does seem pretty gorgeous from the statues we have seen of her. Alright, so yes, we can use these to increase the potency of our sacred flasks, so let's go and do just that. Can I actually see, like, how strong my flasks are? Yes, they're +3 now. That's pretty good. Right, so that has been cleared out now. Let's just continue exploring the western side of the Weeping Peninsula. So many goodies here, I would have hated to skip over doing this. I also don't want to have a situation of, like, you know, I miss an area, or like I skip an area and then I come back later to like do all the bosses there, because this is also an all bosses run. And I'm like way too overpowered for everything, so I don't even get to do the fight, you know, as quote-unquote intended. Witchbane Ruins. Oh my gosh, it's the Iron Menial, or Menial. Thankfully, Bloody Slash is an incredible skill, and it can just dispatch everything for me. Great Dragonfly Head. A bit of a poison here, but thankfully I do have neutralizing boluses on me. Thank you for the bits, Tacticus, I appreciate it. You never have to, but I always do appreciate it. Oh, what is that over there? Okay, we got a Cuckoo Glintstone. No! Okay, we traded there. I was hoping 2 Bloody Slashes would get the job done, and they would have if I didn't get hit a whole bunch. Never know how powerful Bloody Slash was before seeing it here. It's impressive. It has a deceptively large range, massive bleed damage, and just massive damage in general. Yeah, the Thief Artillery got me. Alright, let's look at this. Cuckoo Glintstone. Lump of broken glintstone enwreathed with magic power. A foul sorcery, or like false sorcery, used by the Knights of the Cuckoo, craftable item. Launched straight ahead using FP. A magic bolt springs forth from the point of impact. Alright, and I think we did hear about the Knights of Cuckoo before. I said cuckoo the first time, but Fizz corrected me. It's like, no, it's cuckoo. Like, thank you. Okay. So you use FP, and then it just... a bolt goes brrr. Okay. Let me see if I can get rid of you with 2 Bloody Slashes. Yep. Perfect. The only downside, really, for Bloody Slash is it does spend a bit of your HP to use. So you might want to put that, like, into consideration. Especially if I'm poisoned here and I keep Bloody Slashing, you know, I need to make sure I heal. We will check underground in just a second. I just want to be thorough here, make sure we get everything. But yeah, please do forgive me if I'm a little bit slower today with, like, retaining and processing information. I'm just an eepy sleepy night, especially so today. Alright. Get rid of the poison, and let's head down here. Oh! Behold, bliss! Try two-handing. Try two-handing? Okay.
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates. And yet you
Okay. I think those are sex jokes again. I was wondering if there was just a tip on how to free them by just like two-handing and like hitting. I don't know what to do here. I don't want to hit an NPC on mistake. I know there's probably a partner in this game, but still. Yeah, you don't have any dialogue. Ambush shard. Okay. Leave hitting them simply does nothing? Okay. What if I check on my map? Sorcerer Sullen? Wait, huh? It isn't Sullen. Wait. But she's also there. Are there two Sullens? Oh no. Let's see. Ambush shard. One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery, launches a projectile from a distance removed from the caster, so as to strike the enemy from behind. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly. The Salian sorcerers were assassins, and it is said that they often hunted their fellows. Hi Moon, it's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the recap, Redeem. A recap on what you've done up until this point to become so pretty, please. Estrogen, and getting haircuts, and shaving, and all that. Just being me, just living life. That's how I've become so pretty. Thank you. Yeah, welcome in, Moon. It's lovely to see you. Hope you're doing all right. I am a little bit groggy right now, I would say, so I'm having a little bit of an issue like processing and retaining information. But I'm still just happy to be here and happy to be playing some Elden Ring. Which we just met Sorcerer Selen again, and she's like imprisoned here. And I don't know what to do about that. I haven't actually looked up anything here. I'm assuming that I'll do more stuff with her questline later, because my NPC questline list like doesn't really mention anything for this area other than helping Irina out and her father. So I guess I'll just leave her be here for now, and we'll figure out the rest later. And yeah, we just picked up Ambush Shard here. Which, interesting to know there. So Salian sorcerers were assassins, and they hunted their fellows. I think I know this spell from Night Rain, like having used it in Night Rain. Yeah, like, it puts a shard like behind the enemy and then blasts them. Alright. And you don't have any other dialogue after I pick that up?
It will do no.
Okay. That stream won't load, so I'm doing Theater of the Mind. I can't believe Lumi is fighting 5 bosses at the same time just because she's that good. Well, I guess Blair can't hear me, but hey Blair. Love to see you around. Just tell Blair that I said that. Okay, I do want to go back and visit Sullen to see if there's, like, any way to tell her about this? Is this like an imposter Sullen? Who knows?
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
No, I can't bring it up. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Just looking at these item descriptions again, Scholar Shield mentions here, Torch of the Knights of the Cuckoo by the Academy as payment for their contract. Okay. Interesting. I'm just double checking all of these item descriptions. Alright. Let's head back now. She doesn't want to waste time on fights since it gets in the way of exploration. They killed all the bosses even faster than speedrunners by fighting between 5 to 10 at the same time. Oh gosh. No, I don't think I'm that good. Alright, yeah, but interesting to learn about all this. And then the Knights of Cuckoo here. Right. I should try using this at some point. Just to see what it actually looks like when you throw it. Alright, let's head down a little bit south now, I guess. Oh, right, and there's also a ghost to interact with here. Yeah, guard counter, let's go. Humble streamer Lumi is like, yeah, I don't know if I could fight 10 at the same time, but 9 seems pretty reasonable. Oh no, when they whip out Ornstein and 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 small. I don't know how many I counted there, but just imagine that I did 9. Like 9 total bosses. Hey Iguana Bob, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. My chronicle eepiness is making it hard for me to process information today, but I'm doing okay regardless. Alright, let's talk to you. Oh, there it is! The tower! Finally, I can return to our home, bathed in rays of gold. Okay. We cleared out the Witchbane ruins. Are you winning? Yes. Didn't even bother to count. You can take them down faster than you can count them. Alright, don't hype me up too much, because then when I, you know, inevitably mess up and die, you know, all of my aura will have dissipated. There's an artist shack over here. Or just like a shack in general. Oh, there's a merchant here as well.
Well, it's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help here at the end of the earth?
Let's see, what do you sell? Ooh, lantern! I was told about this. Festering Bloody Finger, got some materials. The Zweihander! Oh my gosh, let's go! I don't know if I would use it though, because there's like so many other great swords I want to use. Lost Ashes of War. Used to duplicate Ashes of War. We had a Sacrificial Twig and a note on the Wandering Mausoleum, which we already, like, cleared out the Wandering Mausoleum, but we'll buy this anyway. A note sold by a nomadic merchant contains information about the Wandering Mausoleum. Further details are available only to paying customers. Let's get that. And the lantern. A small, waste-worn lantern that illuminates surroundings. Use once to turn on, and again to turn off. While its light is dimmer than that of a torch, it has the advantage of freeing up the user's hands. And Zweihander. Just about the largest sword a mere man is capable of swinging. True to its name, it is designed to be wielded in both hands, but those of merely ordinary strength will still struggle to do so. The long blade is heavy and sharp, sending foes reeling back with its broader strokes, while also capable of a devastating piercing thrust. And the skill is Stamp Upward Cut, which is, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice for, like, poising through things. Lost Ashes of War. Empty ashes of war, devoid of any memories of battle. Unable to apply any kind of affinity in their current state, but can be used by smithing master Hugh of the Round Table Hold to recreate other ashes. Thus does the copy pass into becoming the genuine article. Okay. So yeah, you can duplicate an Ash of War with this, which is pretty nice if you want to equip multiple of the same one. Alright. Let's buy that, and yeah, I'm not getting the Zweihander or anything. I can get some smithing stone 2s, since those are really handy still.
Have a safe journey. Anything else for you?
No, I just want to exhaust your dialogue.
Have a safe journey. Anything else? Have a safe journey.
I will have a safe journey. Alright, yeah, let's put the lantern in one of these slots. Or actually, I'm guessing it just counts as a consumable item. Yes, it does. You know, rather than put it here in, like, my item wheel, I'll put it in my pouch somewhere. I don't even know what to do, what to, like, use. I could get rid of the Memory of Grace, but I just also want to have that there just in case I want to use it one day. Flask of Cerulean Tears is just there in case I need it. Skeletal Militiaman Ashes. I guess I could just put it in my item wheel. Alright, there we go. Let's see what it looks like when I use that. Oh, that's pretty nice. I guess I can equip my torch then. I don't really need it in that case. That's cool. I like that. That's actually really, really nice. That's the thing I wanted to mention, but I knew you'd find it. Yeah, we got the lantern and the best merchant. And it says, humble Lumi be like, everyone makes mistakes. I just make them far less than everyone else. I've never said that. I know that's the joke, but still. Friend ahead.
Anything else for... Have a safe journey.
Alright, thank you, isolated merchant. Is this gonna call you a dog? Dog! Yes. Yeah, less sex jokes, more calling everything a dog. I'm gonna try both. Lantern, needs a hand was more effective, which is cool. Oh, you mean the torch. I've used quite a lot of the torch. I just want to, like, give the next cave we try a go with the lantern instead of just, like, only using the torch, or, like, using both of them. I think I'm wording myself poorly. If only I had a gorgeous view. But, the point is, next cave we try. Next, like, underground dungeon we try. I just want to see how good the lantern is by itself. Torch needs a hand, but it's more effective. Yeah. Like, I'm okay with one-handing a weapon to use the torch, but I want to see how good, like, just using the lantern is by itself, if I find it, like, more effective enough. Yeah, you have a choice on how you want to do things. Material head, therefore seek bird. No. I guess... Yeah, could this be a bird? Try ranged battle. I guess if you're trying to look to get materials from the birds, this would be like a really good spot. No joy I had. And go, yeah, give me those golden runes. Alright, let's go Torrent. I hear Scarab up here, so... Oh, it's a crimson one. Got me all excited for nothing. I don't really know if there are any other dungeons here aside from Castle Morne. We'll have to see. Because, you know, if I am doing an all bosses run, I kind of have to do every single dungeon. Oh, also, let me put a marker here for... For, like, the Wandering Mausoleum, which we need to read the description of. Sorry, I forgot to read that after we purchased it. Notes sold by a nomadic merchant imparting knowledge in brief. To stop the mausoleum's stride, you'll need to clean up around its feet first. Well, you know, I already did that, actually, but thank you. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it again. I wish it was like Night Rain and I could just pull up the map while I'm, like, moving. But then you know, I wouldn't get the full view of the lands between. It'd be cool if there was, like, a mini-map option. Oh! There's gonna be a ton of runes here, I know that. If I see a bunch of coffins, I'm like, yep, it's grave robbing time. I want runes. It's like a really nice way to get a lot of runes early on, is just to look for these. Look at Bloody Slash just one-shotting there. And look at Lansy raiding in. Thank you so much for raiding in. I hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. And what were you up to? Hang on, I'm gonna clear out these enemies so I can quickly stop and say hi to you all. But thank you so much for raiding in. I will get shoutouts done, or mods will get shoutouts done in just a moment. Hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. Yeah, what were you up to? Did you have a great time with it? And welcome in all the other raiders. It's so lovely to see you all around. If you got a raid and run, that's totally understandable. If you don't have time to talk and you just need to go to sleep, you know, because, like, work tomorrow or whatever, please prioritize your own self-care. But thank you so much for raiding in. I really do appreciate it. There we go. Got rid of the wolves, so I can actually stand here and take a moment to thank the wonderful Lansy for raiding in. Let me get that shout out in there, and also that slash shout out playing some Minecraft. There we go. If you're not following Lancy already, you can do so with the follow button at the top of chat there, and also the link in chat. Thank you so much for trusting your community with me. Welcome in Ame Kazane, and welcome in Dominic Bites. It's lovely to see you all around. Lancy says, I made a factory. I tested new mechanics in the mod pack I was playing, and I went insane. Well, I hope that was enjoyable nonetheless. Yes, please go check out Lancy. She does a whole bunch of variety games, including a bunch of modded games like Minecraft. She also does do tabletop, more specifically D&D homebrew stuff. Please go check her out. She is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, everyone. Hi. Just in case you're new here, hi, I'm Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Night VTuber. I stream RPGs and story-driven titles, but I like to dabble in a bunch of variety games as well. And we are here with a first-time playthrough of Elden Ring. That's right, I know, a first-time playthrough of Elden Ring in 2025? That is wild. I played through the Dark Souls trilogy in 2023 and 2024, and I said that I would do Elden Ring after the Dark Souls trilogy, and here I am, doing just that. So obviously, please no spoilers for any lore, upcoming areas, NPCs, bosses, etc, etc. We are still in the early game. We are yet to go to Stormvale Castle for those who have played the game before, and we are currently exploring the Weeping Peninsula, where we have an NPC questline to do here, and I'm hoping to just wrap up getting everything done here in this stream, so that next time we can go and continue the main story over at Castle Stormvale. But yes, please do not let me keep you from rest, because I know it's getting late in a lot of time zones. You definitely need it, especially after a big long stream. Lurking is obviously appreciated, but you don't have to. Very lurker friendly here. I'm not going to blow your ears out with screaming and, you know, like sound alerts or whatever. So yes, very like second monitor friendly if you just want to have that going in the background. Otherwise, no need to lurk. Feel free to close the stream and disperse and do what you need to do. I also yap quite a bit, but I do like to pay a lot of attention to the games that I play, so when it comes to lore and story stuff, I zip my mouth. I let the game do the talking. And speaking of lore, we've been uncovering so much Elden Ring lore, and I've been having a lovely time trying to piece together the whole story. I have enough to, you know, get my theories and thoughts going, but obviously we will get the full answers as we continue through the game. Yeah, so I was just thinking of exploring, like, around the edges here of the Weeping Peninsula, and then I guess we will head down south to Castle Morne, where we need to do Arena's questline. We don't have to, but, you know, I like to do everything in the games that I play. What does this say? Didn't expect lake. Yeah. Seems like a pretty deadly fall. Alright, I guess... yeah, we'll just travel along the side here, and... see if we can run into anything else. This is also an all bosses run, so... I am going out of my way to find every single boss fight in this game, of which there's like over 100 or so. It's a ridiculous amount. People thought Dark Souls 2 had a lot of bosses, well this game just blows that out of the water. For better or for worse, I don't know how I feel about it just yet. There's also some stuff up here in these ruins. There's also some soldiers. Do I have my fire pot still? I do. Watch this. Oop. Oh, how I love fire pots. Foot soldier cap, dagger. We got the foot soldier greaves! Yeah, we're finally putting together the set. Metal greaves that have already been mended countless times. Widely issued to foot soldiers in a lord's army. Alright. Yeah, I think we're starting to put together the generic foot soldier set. So we got the cap. And we don't have the gauntlets. We have the greaves. Okay, so we have two pieces of the set. Extra secondhand boots. Sign me up. I don't think I would wear the full set, but I would love to have the full Godric soldier set. Oh, I see. You're throwing fire pots from up there. Alright. I wonder if there's, like, any real incentive to doing that. I mean, there's a player message there, so I guess it'll, you know, mention something like, you know, revenge at last. There's not much reason to fight them. Let there be tranquility. Yes. We finally got rid of all those foot soldiers. Anything down here, potentially? I haven't worn full set in a Souls game in forever. It's always mix and match for optimal fashion. So sometimes, or most times, I just pick a full set that I like and wear that. There have been times where I've mixed and matched a little bit, but that's usually in the case of I really like a certain part of an armor set and I don't have the rest of it, and I don't want to farm for it. I guess we could go up there. Feels like we've done pretty much everything major here at the Weeping Peninsula, other than Castle Morne, obviously. Like, you know, that's what the stream is named after, so I would hope that we would get around to at least going there for this stream. I've been over this way? No, I haven't. In fact, there is a Godric soldier on a horse there. I swap to my katana here. I don't love torrent combat, but it doesn't hurt to be mobile. If I just time my swings correctly, then we'll be good. But who needs to time swings correctly when you can just bloody slash? Oh, oh! Okay, there's something down here as well. Do we want to get rid of that horseman? Sure. Plunge attack? There we go. It's just that easy. Hey Julie, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. Behold dung. Could this be an enemy? Why is it always mushroom? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Why is it always mushroom? Playing dress up as part of the fun? Exactly. If you're not looking fly, what are you doing? Exactly. Alright, we'll go back up there in just a moment. I'm guessing this is just gonna say, like, yeah, mushroom, oh mushroom. You wanna get mushrooms? The game is giving me mushrooms. Alright, let's clear out the rest of this camp. Why is it always madness? Joy. Those people have been burnt at the stake. If only I had a lover. All the more sound. Another great dragonfly head. We appreciate those. That is the crafting material. I just gotta watch out for the ballista that's at the top of this tower here. We got the Greaves again. More boots. Our return. Ah, injustice. Time for revenge. Oops. Why did I press the jump button? Hey there. I got more boots, oh my goodness. Time for revenge. Try trap and then precious item ahead. Trap ahead. Oh, this isn't gonna... No, yeah, it's gonna teleport me to, like, fucking Caelid or something. I'm gonna have to teleport back afterwards. Sure, let's do it for the funny. Ensnared in a transporter trap. Where is it taking me this time? Teleports you to the final boss. Good luck. Lanedell, Royal Capital. Well, we're definitely not meant to be there! I don't even want to grab a Grace there or anything. But I'm just gonna... Oh wait, I can't! I can't leave. Shit. Maybe I do have to sit at a Grace. There's one there. I really hope that I don't, like, trigger any main story stuff. Time for Tarnished. The Erd Tree's, like, right here as well. It's very beautiful. But yeah, can I get out of here? I kind of don't want to be here right now. Alright. I rested at the Grace, and now I can go. She doesn't want to be teleported to the final boss because she doesn't want to be forced into the ending this early when she went. I am not gonna be able to beat the final boss of Elden Ring with this character build. You know, because I'm still building my character. Right? I'm still getting weapon upgrades and stuff. But yeah, that was Lanedell. That's the Royal Capital. I guess I like it because it, you know, it lets you sequence break a little bit more, and I guess like that was a preview of an upcoming area that we will get to do in like a couple of months' time. Not hours' time, months. We'll go back there in a couple of months. I'm not that good. I'm even better. Oh my gosh. What is it with this bit and me being humble? Ooh, shiny. Is that a scarab? That's just a crimson one. Oh wait, gold fireflies. Yes, please. I need those for crafting materials. There's like an actual scarab here though, right? Like not just a crimson one. I guess not. Nah, you'd win. Alright, are we out of combat? Does the game consider me out of combat? Or does? Gold Firefly. Firefly that gives off a golden light. Material used in crafting items. Found near bodies of water close to... Oh, no, that's a bat. That's a bat. That's 2 of them. That's 3 of them, actually. Wait, just 5 minutes apiece. That's all the girl asks for. I just want to read my item descriptions. You kidding me? You have pocket sand in their eyes. Alright, thank you. And I go back to reading now. Yes, I can. Alright, back to reading. Firefly that gives off a golden light, material used in crafting items, found near bodies of water close to minor Erd trees. The light of fireflies is believed to have an alluring magic. Golden light is considered to invite runes. Oh, okay. Interesting. So this is how I could maybe make the gold pickled fowl? Well, I'll have to say. Alright. There's a lot of smoldering butterflies here, which I do appreciate. I do need a ton of them if I want to use fire pots. So I think I will mark this on my map as a gathering spot. Alright, mark this as a gathering spot. There we go. Here's some singing over here. Damn, I missed. Where's that coming from? Time for Tarnished. There you are. It was a trap. Golden Rune 6. Didn't expect regret. Still no comfort. Liar ahead. No horse ahead. Raise the sound. Well, you know, that was a sound to lure in people such as myself to get them killed. So, I'm glad I didn't die. Didn't expect beautiful. Would this be a lover? No. It's not, sadly. Be wary of wicked sort, but sound. Didn't expect beautiful, but be wary of betrayal. Exactly. And no more song. But I had to do what I had to do. Why is it always sadness? All the more seek, listen carefully. Yeah. Right, seems like we're basically done here. Alright, and let's head over this way. Oh, oops, I wasn't looking where I was going. I was just quickly banning that chatter. You know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. Alright. Let's go and get those runes back. It should just be a quick teleport from Disgrace. Or actually, no, we can still get over to those runes. doing stuff for lore appreciators. This song is actual Latin and the translation is meaningful. Well, I suppose that's something that I should look into off-stream. You think the song lured in the bots? Conspiracy theory. The song not only lured me in, but it lured in the bots. Alright, so we just go over to this minor Erd tree, get our runes, and we'll continue along the main path. I'm guessing my runes would have just been left, like, before I fell off the fucking cliff and died. Yeah, there we go. I get all of these sunflowers, and yeah, let's not jump off a cliff this time. It's generally a pretty good idea. Jumping off cliffs is not good. We can get down here, it looks like. I don't think I could make that jump. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to fall down here either. Gosh, I just want to get down here safely. That would kill. Here, perhaps? I was really worried about, you know, what if I missed my landing? All the tree people over here. The Erd tree is real! Oh, did I not activate this statue? Hang on. Oh no, I think I did. Yeah, because then it led me to the, tombs with catacombs, and we did that. Also, let's take a look at Golden Rune 6. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between, the lingering residue of gold. Used to gain 2,000 runes. Those born at the foot of the Erd tree are blessed. At least, that is the enduring belief of the people of the plateau. Okay. So we're just gonna have to head down slowly this way so we can... and not fall to our deaths. Okay, it's fine. We've got a solution for that. Having the pouch is so convenient, I love it. Seek ruins, something incredible. Okay. I just have to fall down here, and we're good. What if I land on top of that there? Nothing. Sadness ahead. Oh, I've already done these ruins. It's so funny how when you approach an area from a different angle, it looks to be a completely separate place, but no. I've been here before. We're gonna go and just advance ahead to the southeast, and then we'll take a stretch and hydrate break. We could just rest at that. Actually, no, we could just teleport to that Grace. No, I'll go on foot. If I fast travel around the whole place, then I'm gonna miss out on a lot of things anyway. Like a lot of scarabs, most likely. We've definitely been here before. And that was the Grace that I wanted to sit at. Because we've already done the rise there. Right, boop. Hop off Torrent, sit down at the Grace. Let's grab ourselves not a level, because, right, we spent our runes at the Merchant. Although we could just crush some of our runes and convert that into a level. I'm not really desperate, though, so I'll just hold on to them for now. And yeah, we'll take our first break of stream here. But before then, V is saying, finally unlocked Malfestio Urgent Quest in MHGU. I've never put this monster in any game before. I'm excited. Bring Bitterbugs. And, yeah, just bring Bitterbugs. And be prepared for a bit of chaos. It's a good fight though. It's a good fight. I got up to 5-star in MHGU off stream, and I got the full Rathalos set, which I'm really happy for. But that's enough Monster Hunter talk. We will return with some more Elden Ring in a couple minutes. I will see you all then. Make sure to take care of yourselves, everyone. Grab yourselves a snack and a drink if you can / want to. And we will head down south to Castle Morne after a short little break. See you all then. Alright, and we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Really do appreciate it. Right, I forgot to turn on the AFK music when I swapped the scene, so I was like, wait, why is there no music playing on the audio mixer? Oh, I forgot to turn it on! Oopsies! But there we go. I turned it back on, we got to jam to the nice little music with Maxwell, and now we can continue our Elden Ring here. I was about to say Monster Hunter, because I was going to explain that I had the AFK music turned off, because whenever we play Monster Hunter Rise, I just like to have the game audio play for the AFK music. Specifically the Komura Village theme. But yeah, I forgot to re-enable it. Alright, we're heading down south now, because yes, that is where Castle Morne seems to be. And let's also double check the letter from Arena again. I just want to read its item description one more time. If I can even find it. Where is... I guess I can just look at it in my key items category? What does it count as? It's... oh, it would be a key, right? Yes, Arena's letter. There it is. Letter given by Arena, addressed to her father, the commander of Castle Morne. Gorgeous silken handkerchief, lightly stained with blood. Words can be made out within. And, really right, we also got some more smithing stone tools, so we will upgrade our Uchigatana with that, I believe. Okay. That seems all good there. Just want to double check any item descriptions. I'm still so curious, like, why was Sorceress Selen just, like, in a prison there and just, like, inexplicable? Is there an imposter syndrome thing going on? Did Selen duplicate herself? Like, I don't know, but I can't continue her questline until later. I know that for certain. Alright. So yes, the Guidance of Grace is taking us down south here to Castle Morne, which is like the main thing that you, I guess are expected to do here. Be wary of Archer. Try Knight. And time for Horse. Try Knight. Yeah, so we already did that. We fought the Knight's Cavalry, and we beat them. Be wary of enemy. There's a monument here of some sort. Oh. Hang on. Alright, yeah, it's a castle siege. Map of Weeping Peninsula, we got it. First off right, seek seed. Okay. Well, first off, seek cover. And then seek reading item description. Map of the Weeping Peninsula. The peninsula to Limgrave South is named for its unceasing rainfall, redolent of lament. Yeah, now that I think about it, it has always been raining here. Magic and mysteries afoot in these lands, exactly. Now, obviously I don't want to get shot at by the ballista. But I was told to seek right. I'm just wondering if there's anything around here. Oh, I can't even pull up the map, right, because I'm considered to be in combat. I think that's a bit silly. I would like to be able to look at the map while considered to be in combat. Because, you know, I am moving around enough to the point where if I stopped for a couple of seconds, I wouldn't get hit. I did it. Good job, whatever you did. Time for night. We're boss, time for night. Okay, so there's a nighttime boss here. Oh, there we go. Golden seed. Perfect. Tree! Likely Erd tree, yes. Or specifically an illusory one. Or jumping, yeah. I always hate areas in Souls games where it's like there's a threat that's constantly attacking you, so you have to go and typically deal with the threat, and then you can explore afterwards. The Ringed City in Dark Souls 3 is guilty of this. It's like, no, I want to explore first and deal with the threat later. Oh, scarab, scarab, scarab. What? Oh. What? What was that? You're teleporting on me. Oh my god. We're playing a game of hide and seek. Or actually, no, it's more like tag. Wait, no, I want to get back on torrent. Alright. Dash and charge and swing. Oh my goodness, come on. One more time. Go, you got this, and bam. Come on, I can do this. I just have to time it correctly. Though actually, the Uchigatana is long enough to the point where I can just drag it along the ground, right? No. Come on. I'm gonna contextualize this as my character having 9 intelligence. There we go. Poison Mist. I'm back so hungry, so I made some pizza dough for a little later. Nice. We finally got that nasty scarab. I don't think it's safe to check item descriptions right now. Just because the game considers me to be in combat, so we'll give it a wait. But I'm guessing Poison Mist is an incantation. No, we're still in combat. Didn't expect comfort. I don't feel comforted until I deal with that ballista, but I refuse to go and deal with it straight away, because then I'm gonna miss out on, like, all the stuff in this area. So it's a lose-lose situation. It's just gonna consider me to be in combat until I deal with it. Can I do a guard counter? No item ahead. And yet there's the ghost here doing the same. Bird, no item ahead. Dead end ahead. Don't give up. Time for hope. Here. I mean, they weren't kidding. There was no item ahead. Alright. Yeah, I'd love to be able to check my map and, like, scan the area, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Go. Lever smithing stone. I should be safe to look at item descriptions here. Oh yeah, I'm crouching, so I'm considered hidden, so yes, I am safe. So I wanted to look. We already looked at this. So Poison Mist. Incantation of the Servants of Rot. Releases a poisonous mist before the caster. This incantation can be cast while in motion. Those who dwell within poison know rot all too well. The death that begets life, that comes to all equally. That is to say, It is the cycle of rebirth put into practice. A very interesting item description there. Okay. And then root resin. I just wanted to look at this again, because yeah, roots of the great tree once linked with the Erd tree was the same. For this reason, catacombs are built around great tree roots. I'm wondering if they were separated once the rune of death supposedly was incorporated into the death tree, and like the Erd tree tried to like split off to save itself. I don't know, I'm just like theorizing right now. It's a game theory, or whatever. You also gotta make sure to use this golden seed. You know. Okay. Rare item was knowledge. As you now know that ledge. I do! I know that there's nothing there. Which will make repeat playthroughs a lot faster, because, like, if I know where everything is, and where things are not, then I can just get through things a lot quicker. Alright. Let's just charge straight ahead into danger. I don't care. Well, actually, no, I do care. I lied. I care. I care too much. Dude, look, like, there's stuff over here. I want to check this out. Is this a poison swamp? Well, I'm not being poisoned right now, but that's probably because I'm on top of Torrent. But if I were to get off of Torrent, I'm sure it would be a completely different story. But I won't. I won't get off Torrent. Let's see if there's, like, anything of note here. I mean, golden runes are always nice. Message is always nice. Want me to get hit off. Could this be a bog? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, watch me jump down here and watch that poison bar fill up. Yep. Can you be bled? Oh. Can you not bite me? That would be appreciated. Right, yeah, so Torrent is the solution for poison. I feel pretty smart, like, teaching myself that. So is there really just nothing here other than just poison? And I guess some enemies to farm and some goodies to pick up? Yeah, I guess if you're looking specifically for, like, the poison flowers, then this is your place to do that. Yeah, poison blooms. Alright. Oh! It wasn't a ballista, it was just an archer. Ow. If I just sit under you, will you just keep shooting arrows? Or you, like, swap to melee? Oh, okay, well, they are dead now. Oh. I meant to go into the other side. Alright, there we go. Revenge complete. The Golem Great Bow. Oh, and there's a monument over there. Great Bow of black stone, crafted by a civilization now gone to ruin. Weapon of the Guardian Golem. Extremely heavy, this great bow requires enormous strength just to draw, suggesting it was not designed for human use. And the skill is through and through. Powerful archery skill using a great bow held in an oblique stance. Ready the great bow, then twist the bowstring to fire a mighty great arrow that can penetrate through enemies. Yeah, even I don't have enough strength for it. I guess if I two-handed. I'm 1 point off from being able to one-hand it. Okay. We do know that there was potentially a civilization before, like, the gods and humankind came into existence, right? Because we know the ancient dragons. Why is it always weak foe? Didn't expect weak foe. I think this is a lore monument. Which, yes, we will be going to all of those. I want to make sure I go to all of them because, well... lore. Yeah, this is a lore monument. The Siege of Castle Morne. A lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to fall at the hand of Lord Godfrey. Godfrey was the first Elden Lord, and presumably a Tarnished, from what we learned at the Churches of Marika. A lone hero fights for his vengeance. Wonder who that lone hero is. So Castle Morne's actually an important place in the lore. Like in the whole main story, it seems, if it's related to Godfrey here. Got all these cool great swords. Can't pick up and use any of them because they're made of stone, I think. Or some of them seem to be. They're too big anyway. Or not big enough, depending on who you ask. Alright. Night Rain? Abundance, armament, victory. Yeah, lone hero fights for vengeance to fall at the hands of Lord Godfrey. I'm wondering if Godfrey was just like the first Tarnished full stop. I think that's the case. First Elden Lord and first Tarnished, and that would also explain like why there's this big prophecy of like, oh, you Tarnished must become the next Elden Lord. Just be, you know, be like Godfrey. I'm like, no, listen, I played Dark Souls. The last time I was told to succeed a lord who started with the letter G, it was a terrible idea. Somber Smithing Stone. Ah, Waterside. Teria Leaf. Dung! Yeah, that's one way of saying, yeah, this is hot garbage. Faint pulse can be felt in the veins, stirs the blood, providing an enlivening effect. Now you can swing though. I just have respect for historic monuments. So true. Let's just make more fire pots. Fire pots good. I like fire pots. Oh, a new map has been found, right. Oh yes, I can look at this map safely now. So that was the poison swamp that we looked at. We got the golden seed over here, where my marker is right now. Oh, did we completely neglect this here? We'll probably go and check that out. Now, having the map is really, really good, because now I can look at spots on the map that seem interesting and just go there. Problem is, how am I gonna get up there? Guess I have to go around? Oh, is this... oh, this still says 2. Hang on, let me change it so it says 1. If this was Night Rain, I could climb all the way up there. I really do wonder if the Duskbloods is gonna have climbing in it or not. I don't remember the trailer. I only watched the trailer once. There were like jetpacks and stuff. It's also like a PvE co-op game apparently, so I wonder if it's gonna be like Night Rain. Oh, Yellow Ember. Hang on. Yeah, we arrived at our destination? Not quite. But we are here. Yellow Ember. Oh god. There's just a madness moment. Absolute madness. Libra, is that you? I'm guessing I can go up through the roof, perhaps? We'll take a look at the Ember in a moment. Yeah, can I go down the chimney? Can I fit there? No, it looks like you just can't get in, period. Alright, let's take a look at it. Yellow Ember. An ember taken from the eye socket of a corpse. Material used for crafting items. A sign that the deceased suffered from the flame of frenzy. This grape has ripened and burst. Ugh, okay. The eye socket of a corpse. Oh yeah, because they have like the yellow eyes. Okay. And I do know that Frenzy is a status effect. Oh, Eye of Yellow. Okay, I'm actually glad that I came here. Be wary of crowd. Oh god, yeah. They've all been corrupted by the flame of frenzy. I'm getting corrupted with it. I just want to make sure I'm picking up all of the eyes of yellow, since they seem pretty important. It's like a crafting material, I suppose. I also want to just look along here. I guess I was on the way to that village. And then I just turned back, but I'm like, I have to look everywhere. You don't understand, I'm a FromSoft player. I'm inspecting under every single rock, hoping to find an item that will explain everything. Raise the fruit. Yeah, that's a very nice spot for getting some more fruit. Like, sometimes FromSoft will just put incredibly important lore in the item descriptions of incredibly redundant items. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm checking them. Speaking of checking them. Eye of Yellow. A shrub fruit bursting with ripened pulp. Material used for crafting items. Grown in lands afflicted by frenzy. It's used for its pain-relieving properties, though it's also known to be a dangerous intoxicant. Okay. Hey everyone! Having a nice little party out here. Good old Flame of Frenzy party out here. Ailing Village. Well, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think they're friends. If they try to attack you on the spot, well, I just call this self-defense. There's lots of Eyes of Yellow here, so if I'm looking to get a lot of these, then this is my place. And this is like the first proper time we've been introduced to Frenzy, or the Flame of Frenzy. More golden runes. Oh, is that a church there? Oh, it is! I do need to upgrade this Uchigatana. I want it to be able to one-shot things. But it's only at, like, what, +3 right now? Yeah, it's +3, but my longsword is +5. Longsword could probably do it. Oh wait, no. I don't know what I was thinking. It's just longsword is the weapon that it can do a ton of DPS because it swings pretty quickly. Be wary of rat. The Flame of Frenzy. Ooh, incantation. I'm guessing it's an incantation. Like a pyromancy, maybe? Ah, something incredible. So to speak, precious item ahead. Praise the Lord. Sacred Tear. Okay. Let's take a look. The Flame of Frenzy. Incantation originating from the maddening Three Fingers causes the yellow flame of frenzy to burst forth from the caster's eyes. Charging increases the range of the burst. The flame of frenzy deals damage and causes buildup of madness. This incantation also causes buildup of madness in the caster, and is only effective against tarnished. The Three Fingers? What are the Three Fingers? Is that another god? Oh god, there are so many gods in Elden Ring lore. What do you mean there's three? So we have the Two Fingers, which are kind of like the gods of the Tarnished. And then we have the Three Fingers, which presumably is like the god of the Flame of Frenzy. Okay. I hope it's really entertaining for for people to see my reactions to item descriptions and like trying to piece together the lore. Because like you know the game is like fully complete now, right? You know, the DLC's out, you know, the game doesn't get major updates really anymore, other than the Tarnished Edition update that will have torrent customization and some new starting classes. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see someone dive into the lore for the first time and just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Normally I just run over these skulls of Torrent, so I can pick them up immediately. There's so many goodies here. Oh, right, I can't summon Torrent here. I just want to see if there's, like, anything else in the Ailing Village that I might have overlooked. If I did overlook something, you know, I obviously will look it up off-stream, because I do have that rule for myself. I'm allowed to look up areas that I've already been through to see if there's something I missed. Flame Crest Wooden Shield. A tall, medium-sized wooden shield, light for its size and easy to handle, carried by soldiers of the village that is afflicted by frenzy. The yellow flame is the symbol of the affliction, serving as a warning to those who might approach the village. And the skill is parry. I mean, it does look pretty cool, I will admit. Pretty cool looking shield. I guess Frenzy's kind of like a cult, in a way. You know, if they're able to have a civilized village like this, or, well, quote-unquote civilized, you know, they seem to attack everyone on site who isn't afflicted with frenzy themselves, but you know, the point still stands. There's a lot of materials to get here. Ooh, especially a lot of Arteria leaves here. Frost, it's like a dream. Yeah, I will mark this place as just like a general gathering spot if I need anything from here. And come on vacations at Ailing Village? No, me either. Alright, I think that's everything there. Yeah, I think I've been to all of the major locations here, other than Castle Morne. If there's anything I missed, then I will look it up off-stream. So let's go to this Grace here, and we need to spend our Sacred Tears, and we need to spend our Golden Seed. There we go, add charged flop. Oh, I need 2 Golden Seeds to do it now. Oh, okay, damn. I thought I could have 7 flasks already, but... that's probably too much for early game. Remember how in Dark Souls 1, how you could just kindle bonfires and have like 20 Estus flasks? That was overpowered as hell. But it also, like, had some strategy to it, because it was like, oh, which bonfires do you want to kindle more? Because there are some bonfires that I would say are not worth kindling at all, because they're just useless. Inflation is rough. Damn you, capitalism! Does the giant respawn, or... are we good? They don't respawn. I didn't think they would, but this is Elden Ring. I don't know how Elden Ring does things. Oh, I hear Scarab. God damn it, it's always the Crimson one. I don't care for Crimson Scarabs. I guess if you were doing a playthrough where you banned, like, going to Sites of Grace, then they would be pretty handy. Or if you're, like, farming, I guess. I don't know. I'm just annoyed whenever I see one, because I'm like, why can't you be a regular Scarab? Would this be a god? Oh. Alright, wasn't there a boss at nighttime around here? Well, not quite here, but... what are those screams? Friend! Don't know what they mean by this. Ah, rain. Wait, can I please read that? Beautiful in short, no jumping off ahead. Yes. Too beautiful, don't do that. You're right, there was a nighttime boss I was told about, I think. Do not rest in the middle of exploring, keep areas clear of respawn. Scarabs are nice for that. That makes sense, yeah. I also do the same, actually. I like to clear out all the enemies, and then I explore. So yeah, it's nice to have, like, the refill of flasks. Although, like, sometimes you get a refill just from killing enemies, so... it's weird. First off, well done, but seek precious item. Okay. sorry I'm like going back and forth all the time this stream. Because I don't want to rush through this. And I don't really want to go to Castle Stormvale yet, so if I went through this really quickly, I'm like, well, what do we do now? But all we have to do after this is Castle Stormvale, so... just, like, make sure to take my time. By the nighttime boss, did they really just mean the Knight's Cavalry? I guess I can rest until it's nighttime. If it's not already. Or close to nighttime. Yeah, it is night. Okay. Yeah, so we already took down the Knight's Cavalry, so I guess that was the nighttime boss that the messages were mentioning. Okay, we can do the castle now. Sorry for all the procrastination. So we're gonna be looking for Arena's father. And I want to make sure that I find her father before, like, facing whatever boss is here, because there has to be a boss here. There's, like, no way there wouldn't be. Alright, I don't need to sit at the Grace. Turn back! Dead end? I thought there were, like, traps here. Oh, let's try out our, a lantern, just to light up these rooms a bit more. There's nothing really going on here. No horse ahead. Precious item ahead. Okay. What does this say? Lever. Yeah, that is a lever. Can I please pull it? Oh wait, no, I can't. Because the elevator is already here. Let's see, is there a drop-off somewhere? There's always a drop-off point. I guess there wasn't. Offer legs. What? Chaos ahead? Yeah, looks like it. Stealth required ahead. Stealth in a Souls game? Nice joke. Oh, we are gonna get a ton of loot from this place. I can tell already, there's gonna be so much loot here. It's like a unique theme for this place as well, that's awesome. I hear like some soldiers fighting, maybe? Oops, I didn't mean to turn my lantern off. Yeah, come on, let's get this all sorted. Come on, line up, one by one. Take your turns. Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have alerted everyone all at once. But potentially. But, I'm also used to getting ganked, so this isn't anything out of the ordinary for me. So is dying, for that matter. I'm guessing they offer the Stake of America to respawn? Oh no, that probably just takes us back to the Grace. Dark Souls 2 Courtyard, if you choose to aggro them, exactly. I get what people mean now when they say, like, oh, Elden Ring is like Dark Souls 2, because it has so many ganks. There are so many ganks in this game, from what I've experienced. I wouldn't be surprised if the gang squad decided to, like, show up. Drink coffee even though I hate coffee. You know, sometimes you gotta do what's necessary to get that extra energy. Okay. Oh, and also, let's be smart. Let's just send it down. There we go. Okay, so maybe they had a point. Maybe I should, you know, try eliminating one at a time. You're surprised how stealthy you can be in Elden Ring, though? And so ganks are often avoidable? Yeah. Lumi help, I hate doing things. Just do it! Or whatever. Yeah, like, I don't have to fight any of these enemies. I do kind of want to, though. But what if we just tried fighting one at a time instead of all of them all at once? If I can get rid of at least like a couple of them with backstabs, then I'll take it. And I can just like abuse guard counter and backsteps because you're invincible during critical hits. Ow. You can also parry. Always an option. Get fire bombs out of the air. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Ah, so close. Yeah, I probably need to be like one-shotting them to take them out. Like in a reasonable amount of time. I know I do have my spirit ashes, I can summon my skeletons if I really want to. Like, I have a lot of options for this situation. And that's the beauty of FromSoft games, that there's always a solution for things. You know, get good is a bit reductive to say, because yes, sometimes there are instances where getting good will solve your problems, but normally there are things you can do to help assist you before you get to that point of brute forcing things. Wait, I just realized I have Bloody Slash! That's like the equivalent of bringing a gun to a sword fight, you know? Like, Bloody Slash does just feel like a gun. Yeah, why don't I use my gun? So it just one-shots. It has good range and it one-shots. I can just go over here and boop, you're gone. And head over here and boop, you're gone. And head over here and boop, you're gone. Alright, I just have to watch my health though, because they do hit pretty hard. No, that was not happening. Alright, back off, and it's time to get him with the gun. Yeah, I absolutely recommend this art, at least, like, for the early game. It is so good. And the best part is that it barely costs any FP. There we go. Yeah, all I had to do was just use my gun. And, there we go. All those bodies are burning. That's not very nice. Fire grease. There's a Mad Pumpkin head here. I do want to go indoors. I just, like, want to check this out first. Yeah, watch this. We just go 1 and 2, and they're dead. More smithing stones. That's like, you know, why hit this enemy multiple times to kill them when I could just use gun? Unfortunately, I don't have any cerulean flasks on me. Wary of Raptor, okay. I don't know if I want to go that way just yet or not. That's the problem, is I don't know where the main path is. If I knew where the main path is, then I could avoid it. No more ammo. I got 1 more in me. Apparently I have enough FP to do 1 more. So... yeah, I'm just like... I'm trying to mentally figure out where the main path is so I can avoid it. How about we just try this way? Let there be confidence, something incredible. Okay. Something incredible ahead. Old deer ahead. Okay. Claymore! Yeah! A large sword with a long, straight blade. This heavy sword is usually wielded with 2 hands, but for those with enough strength, 1 is sufficient. In addition to the heavy sweeping attacks, it can also make a heavy piercing thrust, making this a versatile weapon. And the skill is Lion's Claw. Skill of the Redmanes, who fought alongside General Radahn. Somersault forwards, striking foes with armament. There's only 1 path in Castle Morne, and a fork somewhere for quest. Okay. Back with stupid coffee, gross hot bitter drink. Welcome back, Katsugo. Lovely to see you around. Called it the Claymore, but I've only ever seen them made of metal. Exactly, why is it called a Claymore then? Are they stupid? But hey, yeah, absolute classic great sword. I already have the stats to wield it. Potentially we use this. I don't know. Because, like, I don't want to waste upgrade materials in a weapon that I eventually plan to, like, stop using. Because, like, I can see myself using the Uchigatana for quite a long time. I'm on Lions Clone as my love and butter for near all game. Okay. We could equip it. Alright. Actually, yeah, if I equip it, will I heavy roll? No, I won't. Let me look at the moveset. Okay, so it's just a standard greatsword moveset. Oh, and two-handed is thrusting. Alright. Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I don't know if I could try the weapon skill. I don't have enough FP. But yeah. I would rather use this greatsword over the other greatsword I got at the start of the game. That's for certain. Yeah, I can keep this equipped. I'm also just having a lot of fun with the longsword. Right, there we go. That was my last bloody slash. Right, jumping. No, I don't think I will. Yeah, so we gotta make sure to find Arena's father before we, like, clear out this place. Generally in Souls game, that's, like, the deadline for doing a quest, is... like, do the NPC stuff before you take down the area boss. Oh yeah! Like, the longsword is a classic. I never get tired of the classics. I do hope I get a flask for clearing these enemies out. Or not. Hang on. Let me quickly make some fire pots on the spot. Alright. I'm trying to scroll through my items. Okay, there we go. Iron Cleaver, let's go. And a steel wire torch. Okay. Torch wound with metal wire. The flame can illuminate dark locales or be used to attack enemies. Heavier than a normal torch, but the heated filament boosts fire damage dealt. Okay, and the skill is Fire Breather. Blow into torch flame, spreading flames in a wide frontward arc. The flames on the ground will continue to burn for a short time. Okay, so we got torch too. Excellent. Okay. And then we have the Iron Cleaver. Fairly large iron cleaver, commonly used by the maltreated misbegotten. Steeped in resentment, these weapons are swung wildly and relentlessly, often after rushing up to foes. And the skill is Wild Strikes. Swing armament with wild abandon. Hold to continue swinging, can be followed up with a normal or strong attack. Alright, so that's what these creatures are. They're called the Misbegotten. And they seemingly have a grudge against humanity. I mean, if it says steeped in resentment, then... yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, we got our new torch. Torch 2. Very, very exciting. If you want to do a torch-only run, like, I guess this would be a pretty good one to have. to bonk enemies with. Alright. Also, welcome into stream, Isaac Anzu. It's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. Katsugu says, last time I drank coffee, I didn't even get to finish it because a spider held itself in it. Stupid open cup beverage. Yeah, welcome to the lore reading stream. That's every stream for me. And the spider wanted to protect you from bitter drink. Torch 2, the combat torchioning. Consider the misgotten to be chimeras, and I'm advocating for their rights and encouraging their revolution. Oh, absolutely. Souls games are woke as hell, so yes, I agree with this statement. They thought about a torch-only run. The moveset is bad, but their damage is relatively quite good. Yeah, especially like in Dark Souls 3, the torch is like surprisingly good. There's a torch that you get in the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, I believe. It's like the Watchdogs torch or something. It's surprisingly really good from what I've heard. Like in terms of damage and everything. Misbegotten, misbehaving, exactly. They're allowed to if they've been, you know, treated wrong. Here. Okay. Just want to quickly take a look around, make sure that I'm getting everything. There's still quite a bit of the castle that we haven't backtracked to. Visions of Grace. Is there? Or are you making a suicide joke? Dolphin. Okay, no, I appreciate that. No, maybe there is a Grace on the other side here. Alright, so it is pretty linear here. We just continue on up ahead. And drop down here. Now, I don't have Bloody Slash anymore, so I can't just one-shot these enemies, so I'm gonna have to take them on one at a time, I think. Maybe my Uchigatana will fare better. We'll have to see. Oh, wait, this... Oh, oops. No, damn it. Oh, no, I'm fine. If only I had a ladder. Be wary of Raptor. Okay, yeah, so this was the other path that I was thinking of coming up, so it just takes me to here. No broken sword in Elden Ring. The unupgraded torch is the lowest damage weapon in the game. Good to know for a meme run. Yeah. By the way, Immaculate Drip, thank you. I'm very glad that the armor at the Round Table Hold, the knight armor, is literally just Lumi armor. Sad that it doesn't have a cape though. Vagabond Knight is very good drip because it has a cape. Okay, yeah, Uchigatana seems to be doing a little bit better here. It's just this arrow stuck in me. Ow. Okay. Oh, no item ahead. But what's the point of coming down here then? Accurate Lumi coated armor. It is. I was told no item ahead, and like I fully trust them. Oh no, there's an item here. But yes, of course, there's an ambush. Nice smithing stone. Where's the material? We'll definitely make sure to upgrade our Uchigatana before the end of the stream. Or at least, like, before we go to Stormvale Castle, since I think... I'm expecting that there's going to be a bit of a difficulty increase once we get up to there. That's just my gut feeling. Because, you know, like, right now, you know, we've been playing through Weenie Hut Juniors. You know, this is like Toddler's first Souls game. But, which is good for an introductory area, I need to emphasize. I would not want the first region of the game to be ridiculously hard. Oh, there we go. In fact, I don't even play these games for the difficulty, I just play them for, like, the lore and the story and, like, the environments and characters. Alright, that's gonna be a level into Dex, thank you. I own one coffee mug. It's, for the year I was born. It has sperm whale on it. My sperm mug. Oh, God. I would not want that. Oh, right, I can't use torrent here. Wait, what do I do then? Oh, I just keep dropping down. I was like, oh, I can use torrent to jump back up there. Maybe if I tried to brute force it. I have noticed that it's been another hour of stream, so how about we actually take a stretch and hydrate break here before we continue to explore Castle Morne, or Morne Castle. Currently, we're behind the castle. Let me also get a shout out for Isaac there as well. Go commission him for music stuff, he's great. And also, he does streams, and he's great. Alright, alright. I'm gonna go for my little stretch and hydrate break. I will see you all after that. And I'm hoping that we can get through the rest of the castle at the end of the stream. And then when we stream Elden Ring later on in the week, we're gonna get to do the exciting Stormvale Castle. I was trying to remember the name of it, which definitely means that I need to take this break. So I'll see you all in a couple minutes. Take care, everyone, and see you all after the break. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Katsuko says, I can't wait to see you in Stormvale Castle. Great area. I am excited myself because I love castles! I'm enjoying this castle here as well. It feels kind of like a mini dungeon in a way. I like it. Alright, let's get up off our feet. Let's keep exploring the castle. I'm sure I won't miss anything major here, but I am trying to, you know, proceed thoroughly. Likely core. Yeah. Stormvale's just so packed full of stuff, yeah. Because it's basically kind of like the finale of Limgrave from what it seems. Tunnel ahead. I can imagine it being essentially one big area to test you on everything that you've learned. I will drop down here, I'm curious. Oh, that was worth it. Be wary of right, and then try fire. Well, firstly, I want to check back here. I hear a scarab, but I don't know if... Oh, I can't even get over here, right? No torrent. Ah! I kind of want to just backtrack. Strong foe ahead. I'm gonna go back to where I was before, thank you. Oh. Alright, let's just deal with these real quick. Thank goodness for fire pots, am I right? Please, help me. I'm of noble blood. If those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. Anything but that, please! Think of the disgrace! Okay. Pickled turtleneck. Oh god. Hey, they did that in Dark Souls! It's the same kind of ambush. And do you know how to spot a Souls veteran playing Elden Ring? They still roll out of ledge. Exactly. They also forget that the jump button exists. I'm like, wait, oh yeah, I can jump! Like with a button, instead of having to run first. Okay. I really want to go back up to where I was before. Can't squeeze through here? No. It'd be funny if I accidentally, like, uncovered a glitch. So that's a Crimson Scarab down there, which in this case is not the worst thing in the world. I'm okay with that. Seek down, yeah. I think that was just a regular scarab? No, there's a jellyfish. There's a lot here. Really cool. Nice. Go take that sunflower, and we can drink our flask and then just kill this to get another one. And that is a death ball. I'm trying the jump. Parkour, parkour! Was that worth it? Potentially? I think that was the only way to progress. No, I want to backtrack. Ah! Oh wait, I can literally just teleport to the Grace. Right, I forgot. I'm not gonna sit at it though. Unless like fast traveling does respawn the enemies. Tunnel ahead. Because I wanted to check that out. Yeah, okay, yeah, fast traveling does respawn the enemies. Oh shit! Oh, I see where I messed up there. That was a little bit of a prank from the developers. That was a bit of a got him moment. I love how I reacted so violently to that. I thought I was gonna die there. Alright, that ghost doesn't have new dialogue. Okay, well, I didn't explore along here, so... Let's go this way first. Because, you know, it's easier to backtrack if we take this path. God, talk about the delay swings. Good fortune required ahead. Okay. I do want to get more smoldering butterflies because, yeah, I do have a bit of a shortage of fire pots at the moment. Precious item ahead. Sure it's not a trap? It's not. Twin Blade Talisman. Ooh, okay. I'm interested. What does it do? A talisman depicting a twin blade and a confessor enhances the final hit, ending a chain of attacks. The twin blade technique is a tradition of the confessors who closely guard the secret of how they preserve the momentum of their attacks. Thus is the final strike of their onslaught all the more deadly. Okay. Yeah, so final hit of chain attacks. Which, like, I don't know. I guess it depends on what weapon you're using. Elden Ring combat is way too hard. Average tank build. Yeah, just turn yourself into a tank. Just turn yourself into an armored core. Alright, I'm glad that I backtracked for that. I'm really hoping that I'm not missing anything. Because I've yet to find Arena's father, so... Oh, no, no. I didn't jump. I didn't jump. Didn't press the jump button. I tried to roll. Which is funny because I made that jump before just fine. Great. Can I make this jump? Sure can. True Stall's veteran rolling out of ledges instead of jumping. Yep. I'm being punished. Oh, so I guess this just leads to the room from the... Oh, okay, I see. So, in other words, pointless ahead. There was no reason to drop down this way. Right, let's go... let's go get those runes back. I like that how most of my deaths in this playthrough have just been from falling. I don't actually have the numbers to back that up, but that's what it feels like to me. All of these VODs are going up on YouTube, so there will be a permanent archive. of this Elden Ring playthrough on YouTube, so if someone wants to go ahead and count every single time I have died from falling in this playthrough, then go ahead. Be wary of ambush. Ah, nimble sword, yeah. Nimble because I rolled through. Alright. Oh, I see, I gotta be careful here. But thankfully I have these messages here as guidance on where to drop. Probably not required ahead. The smithing stone. Okay. I see this one. Be wary of rat. Yeah, I see. Actually, what about this? Ha! Got him. Alright. Oh, let me activate my lantern so I can see a bit better. There we go. Let's drop down. Bloody Slash. Did someone call for Bloody Slash? It's so good. I'm gonna keep gassing up this skill. It's really, really good. We got the whip. Try armament. A lever whip. Not originally used for combat, but as an instrument of pain. Though its supple attacks cannot be thwarted by parrying or even guarding, it is incapable of dealing critical hits. And the skill is kick. Yeah, flogging time. Who wants to get whipped? I remember the description of it in Dark Souls 1 also was like pretty similar. It's like, oh yeah, not intended for combat. I'm like, okay. Okay. Still wielding my beloved. Yeah! And in Night Rain they did make it so that they could do critical hits. So yeah, like a lot of weapons are significantly better in Night Rain, including whips. Used Odd Whip in Dark Souls 2 like it was going out of style. Okay, Moon, I can whip you. Whip, whip, whip. Alright, and it is I'm gonna say primarily a dex weapon since the stat requirements lean more towards dex. First off, left. Okay. Race ahead? Oh, you weren't kidding. I'd have thought I wanted to voice, the mental image took over me and I forgot it. That is okay. We go slap the dough, so it has to do a second rise. Do you feel like you want to do that, Katsuki? I was sorry to disappoint, but I won't choose for you. If you feel like you want to, some people say it helps. I guess it couldn't hurt. If you can't be bothered, don't push yourself, obviously. I thought I saw an item there. Was I imagining that? Yes, I was. Like, how could an item be under there? Gosh, this castle is cool. Yeah, I've still yet to find Arena's father, and that seems to be the fog door for the boss, so... Or, sorry, it's a mist door in Elden Ring, isn't it? The golden mist door. Gosh, these enemies hit like trucks. But I also hit like a truck as well. And also Ow. No, don't do it! Ow! I was gonna say also I have Radagon's Steel equipped, so... I am taking more damage than I normally would. I need to slap my door to think about my wife whipping me. By all means, go for it, wife. Alright. Yeah, it's the piss fog. Seek material, but be wary of rushing in. Material ahead. Item ahead. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be a bit more tanky. Offer comfort. Try jumping. No. Okay. There's a trail of messages here. Joy, oh joy. Be wary of death. Be wary of crab. Crab ahead, therefore visions of attacking. Yeah, I mean, getting materials from crabs is pretty nice. I won't refuse. Oh, God. Oh, I see what they mean. But why engage with the combat mechanics when I can just bloody slash? No, 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 that crab. It's the crab eggs. Ah, crab. Silly crab. Okay, get some fire arrows. Appreciate that. Yep, it's an arrow with the tip set of light. Deals fire damage. Thank you, FromSoft, for keeping some of these item descriptions incredibly brief. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to backtrack since I haven't found Irina's father yet. Or a better question, for those of you who know, I do need to backtrack, right? No confidence ahead. Likely traitor. Yeah, no, sorry. It is a long range, but it's not that long. I'm not going through that fog door until I find her father. It doesn't break the quest, but Irina father is indeed before. Okay. Well, I just want to get the dialogue then. Okay. Let me just scout out the area. Oh, that's Leonine Misbegotten, I see. Try up. Yeah. I'm guessing, like, higher up in the castle and not down here. Gonna find the ladder. Or I could just rest at a grace and backtrack that way. That'd probably be easier. Keep luring out. Okay. I don't want to rest at the grace, because yeah, I don't want to respawn the enemies, but how else am I going to backtrack? Oh, well, these enemies respawned anyway. Oh my god. Yeah, I can see how the Radagon Talisman is making me take so much more damage. Like, it feels noticeable. These rats should not be hitting this hard. But these enemies in general should not be hitting this hard, so... I might swap the Talisman, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just warp at a grace. Rats in this game are kind of bastards. True. Alright, so what if we go Castle Morne, Lift, Grace, and we look around there? V says there's an instant of that in Avowed, big shroom leading to a bunch of small shroom on a walk. They're hostile too, I voted them because it was so cute. Aww. And says imagine walking in the forest, you get to see mushrooms walking in a line like ants. That would be awesome. Katsuki says I wish mushrooms could walk around like IRL. And Moon says, alright, the thing I was gonna say was shout out to Bloody Slash's Even Scarier Big Sister plus restage for Everdark Lever clear. Oh yeah, what's the katana called? Rivers of Blood? With that skill, that's just Bloody Slash but a full combo? Yeah, it's ridiculously good. Alright. So we're gonna have to warp back a bit. By a back a bit, I mean back to the very start of the castle. I did see that if you meet Irina's father, like, before the boss, then you can summon him, that boss fight. So, that's pretty cool. I always appreciate those, like, story gameplay integrations where it's like, oh, you met an NPC in the area, now they can help you. Or maybe he needs my help? I don't know. But, try running through. That's what I say. Oh, wait, did I go? I don't think I went that way. Maybe I did. I'm not sure. Oh, no, I got bonked. I think I'm gonna unequip the talent, but I'm just taking, you know, extra damage and I don't really want it. Hey, Media boys, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, let's just equip the... I like the Assassin's Crimson Dagger, it's pretty good. Okay, how about you? I am doing fantastic, thank you. Having a lovely time with Elden Ring here. And that's not sarcastic, by the way, I am genuinely loving my time with this game. Yeah, hopefully now with Radagon's Talisman removed, we should be taking significantly less damage. Oh yeah, that's much better. That being said though, can these dogs please stop? I might give my longsword just standard scaling and just keep Bloody Slash on it, because I'd like my base damage to be better, but still obviously have the benefit of just two-shotting things here. And math-wise, I believe Radagon's Scar Seal HP gain counteracts the damage absorption loss in other stats too. You do. I could re-equip it, it's just for now I feel like just unequipping it. Just for the moment, at least. Just to, like, see if there's a bit of a difference in, like, damage. Yeah, if I unequip something, that doesn't mean I'm never going to use it again. Just, like, I do want to quickly test to see the difference between using it versus not using it. We got another Iron Cleaver, which is nice. If no one's got my back, then Bloody Slash has got my back. Seek ladder. Oh, yes, we haven't been here, I don't think. Yeah, seems different. Math has no place in the lands between. Pythagoras theorem? Don't need it. We hold checkpoint. Oh, right, yeah, because we dropped down here and we didn't explore elsewhere. Right. We didn't go this way. Because, like, this is the grace here? Something incredible ahead. I wonder if you can jump over there. I'm not going to try. I mean, I did try, but I'm not going to try more, because then I just have to fast travel back here. Like, just look at Bloody Slash do its thing. It's like, hi there. Also, I really like this talisman anyway, so I'm happy to use it for a bit. Can't wait until I have 2 talisman slots, and then it'll be a lot easier to figure out what I want to use. Yeah, so we haven't been up here before. Oh, there you are. I'll unequip my stuff so I can talk to you.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morne won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology. I see. From Arena. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morne does not fall into the wrong hands. If you see Arena, do tell her that her father will come for her once he's fulfilled his duty. If you see Arena, do her father will come for her.
Alright, there we go. Sorry, I shall repent for my math ways. That is okay, V. You're okay, we're just being silly. I used to do soul memory math. I'm simply a hypocrite, handsome, perfectly justified hypocrite. Exactly. I do math for, like, some game stuff as well from time to time, so no, it's all good. Warrior. Sadness ahead.
If you see Arena, do her father will come for.
Okay, so let's go to Arena now, actually. I don't think we have to. Like, right away, I mean, but let's just go and say hi to Arena anyway. Where is Arena? Where is Arena again? Wasn't she at the Bridge of Sacrifice? Like, around here? Imagine doing math in games. Wasn't she here? Oh. No! No! She's dead. Okay. No! Slamming my desk. Okay. Don't look at what I just opened on Steam. Okay. Let me take a look. What is Moon playing on Steam? Balatro. It says Balatro. Message cracked me up the first time I read it. As a matter of fact, she's dead. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a Dark Souls 1 moment. She's dead. Okay. It is so matter of fact. Okay. The fucking misbegotten got to her. Okay. No, she's dead. Okay. I just have to accept that fact and move on. Well then. That explains why she wasn't marked on the map anymore. Alright, So let's go and backtrack and, pass along the news. But no, she died so soon. Yeah, I think this is just her being dead as part of the questline. Because I think this was the only time Arena was, like, ever mentioned as, like, part of a questline, so... she is gone. Never a message like that in Bloodborne that's equally as funny. Well, you know, hopefully one day Sony will properly re-release the game on PC. So I get to experience that. I'm not buying a PS4 or PS5 just for Bloodborne. But you know what I am doing? I'm stopping here for a moment to thank Marky for the raid. Thank you so much, Marky, for the raid. You've caught me in a little bit of a situation at the moment. Let's see, I cannot fast travel right now. Let me head up here. Alright, can I... Oh, actually, thank you for doing all the shoutouts, man. I hope you had a dreadful time with Metroid Dread. See what I did there? Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I really, really do appreciate it. If you're not following Marky already, please go check him out. He is a fantastic librarian VTuber who does full completion of games and also challenge runs, and is actually going to start playing Dark Souls 2 Scholar the First Sin next week, if I'm not mistaken, which this game here, Elden Ring, inherits a lot of its DNA from. Sorry, I just had to smack away that foul beast that was trying to interrupt me. Sorry for causing collateral damage, an especially dreadful Marky stream. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I think that's good, right? Is that good? Yeah, thank you so much for being here, Marky. Thank you for trusting your community with me. Marky also has his streaming anniversary upcoming very, very soon, so please go check him out with the follow button at the top of chat and also the link in chat. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you got a raid and run, totally understandable. You got a raid and lurk, understandable as well. I don't think we'll be streaming here too much longer, maybe 20-30 more minutes. We're just hoping to get this little section here of the game done before wrapping things up. Welcome to stream. Hi everyone. In case you're new here, I am Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Night VTuber, and I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven games. And right now we are doing a first-time playthrough of Elden Ring. I've never played this game before, which I know a lot of people are shocked when they hear that. They're like, what, Lumi, you haven't played Elden Ring? No, I played the Dark Souls trilogy first, and then we got started here with Elden Ring, which so far has been an absolutely wonderful time. I don't know if Marky or any of the raiders really care much for spoilers, but yes, this is early game footage here. We are currently doing an NPC questline, so if you care about not being spoiled on that, then now is your chance to get out while you still can. But obviously, I do appreciate if you stick around, I do appreciate it if you lurk, but please do prioritize your own self-care first and foremost. And I'll make sure to prioritize my own self-care. I'm not going to go for 4 hours, because I don't want to stay up that late streaming. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so very much for the shoutouts. Everything goes well. We'll be starting Dark Souls 2 this week. Hope things are going well tonight, Lumi. I went longer than expected, so we'll get ready for bed. Yes, you absolutely should. You deserve all the rest. Yes, things have been going well tonight. I did start the stream feeling a little bit exhausted, a little bit brain foggy-ish, you know. But I'm feeling a lot more awake and alert now, and I've been having a wonderful time with Elden Ring here. It's very, very good, and I wasn't sure what to think when people said, like, Elden Ring inherits a lot of its DNA from Dark Souls 2, but Marky, you will see, you know, in 2050, when you get around to playing Elden Ring, you'll go like, oh yeah, this kind of is like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is really, really good. I'm so excited to watch Marky play Dark Souls 2. It's gonna be full 100% playthrough, which a lot of you know does require New Game Plus. I'm not gonna spoil game mechanics or whatever, but I think technically you could do it. No, you would need 2 playthroughs still. Marky 2050, so true. Hey, female Clarky, it's lovely to see you around as well. Hope you're doing alright. I think you finished Fire Emblem Engage recently, did you not? I gotta shout you out. I need to see your last streamed category right this instant. Halo Combat Evolved. Oh, hell yeah. Absolute classic. Although, I don't love the library. That's my least favorite level in Combat Evolved. V does say that an NPC we met earlier did mention she was hearing worm sounds nearby. Being blind, she had nowhere to go. Exactly. Yeah. Getting Fire Emblem engaged. I think I've maybe one more stream of it to finish this playthrough. Oh, I see, I see. Lovely. I just got done with the library. Yeah, I hate that level. Such a bad level. It's always a pain to go through it. It's just long, repetitive hallways and nothing else. But yes, I'm doing lovely, thank you. We're here with Elden Ring, first time playthrough. Just a reminder, no spoilers for lore or upcoming bosses or areas and whatnot. But we have been exploring the Weeping Peninsula today. And we are currently doing the last thing here at the Weeping Peninsula, which is Castle Morne. And we just had a, let's say, quote-unquote encounter with an NPC, and we're going back to another NPC now to talk about that quote-unquote encounter. I'm trying to be vague as possible here, just in case some people are trying to avoid spoilers. Like, this is your warning. Spoilers upcoming. Getting on the library while Marky is here, ouch. No, it's a different kind of library, Marky. If you ever play Halo Combat Evolved, which would require you to play the Master Chief Collection, which has like over 1,000 achievements or something in it, don't do that, Marky. The library is a miserable level, but Marky's library is wonderful. Halo's library? Nuh-uh, don't like it. The good old library, yeah. Alright. Let's go to Edgar now. I think that's enough preamble out of the way. And I think we'll just rush over to him. Don't see a reason to kill the enemies again. Unless they follow me, that is. Speaking of which, thank you for all of the followers throughout the stream. I do appreciate them. We do anonymous followers here. We don't really do any loud sound alerts and whatnot, so very lurker-friendly, chill stream. I like to envision myself as being the perfect streamer to put on your second monitor while you're doing something else. If that's your kind of thing, but... yeah, very lurker-friendly here, very chill. I always appreciate lurks, but I know that sometimes people just want to close the stream, turn off their computer, and go to sleep, which is totally fine. Alright. Apparently I'm still considered to be in combat, so I don't really want to talk to the NPC. No, I'll try to. Oh wait, he's gone. Sadness ahead. Warrior. I should have looked first, he's gone. Okay. Well... where's he now? Can I please get out of combat? I hate that I can't pull up the map while I'm considered to be in combat. Oh my god, please. Bloody Slash, please don't let me down. In the disc in the Discworld books, the librarian is an orangutan. Is his name Julian? Quick question for anyone who might know. Where has Edgar moved to? I'm assuming that he's moved to, like, the boss fight now, like... But I just want to make sure so that I don't miss, like, any dialogue. You know, ideally I'd like to see all the dialogue in the game without having to, like, look it up. I'm standing right behind you, don't turn around. No, I am curious, though. I might even just quickly sit at this grace to look it up. Let's see. Edgar Elden Ring. I just want to see his locations. Okay. Edgar may move to the Bridge of Sacrifice to Arena's location as part of her quest line. Oh, okay. Do I want to check there then? I guess. Never saw him move at that point. I'm not sure if he's not at the boss, I guess. Yeah, you were right on the money there, V. That is apparently the case. I don't see him. Well, he's not here, but he could be nearby. Is he, like, on the Bridge of Sacrifice itself? No, because there's a bunch of enemies there. And boss maybe is a summon. I think so, yeah. I think what will happen is that we'll do the boss, and then... we'll do the boss, and then we will go to Arena's location, and hopefully he'll be there, and we can get some extra dialogue. When the game came out, there weren't even NPC pictures on the map of where they were. I'm glad that those exist now. And also, the menu of your most recent items didn't exist, from what I remember. Sorry, it's this tab. Which, as someone who likes reading all of the item descriptions, I greatly appreciate it. It makes it so much easier. I'll take as I preferred it without NPC marks, good quality life improvements. I see the vision there, V. I know what you mean. Recent item tab can stay, though, very nice and cozy. Yeah. No, I totally see. Because then, like, you're rewarded for, like, remembering where people are, instead of the game just telling you where they are. That's the hot take. I burned my mind's hand on it. Alright, let's go check out the boss. So there should be a summon sign here, right? Bridge ahead. Be wary of strong foe. Be wary of tail. Here we go. Castellian Edgar. We're not gonna summon him. You don't have to summon him from the fight, for what I know. I just want to do the fight solo. Because that's generally how I like to rock. So, I believe this is Leonine Misbegotten. Wish me luck. This boss does appear in Night Rain, so yes, I already know how to fight them, unless they have any new moves. that I haven't seen before. Oh yeah, bleed activation. Let's go. There we go. Ooh, grafted blade greatsword. Ooh. Very exciting. Rum? First off, castle. The time for waterside. Oh, waterside. Behold tranquility. Cellar ahead? What do you mean? There's nothing else here, right? That doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, let's take a look at what we obtained. The Grafted Blade Greatsword. The storied sword of Castle Morne. A revenger's weapon, it is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. The unique skill is Oath of Vengeance. Swear an oath upon the greatsword to avenge the clan, temporarily raising all attributes for a certain duration. While the oath's effects are active, poise will also be increased. The George R. R. Martin sword. Familiar side ahead sword. Oh, so is this a sword? Is this sword a reference to like Game of Thrones or something? Because I'm not like familiar with that. Yeah, just thinking about this. So we do know about the lone champion that was mentioned at the front of Castle Morne with like the monument that challenged like Godfrey in Lost, I believe. That was supposed to be a Game of Thrones reference. I've never watched Game of Thrones before or read A Song of Ice and Fire. I have no experience with George R. R. Martin's writing, so I got no clue. But if someone, you know, thinks that it is a reference, then like I will nod and I'll be like, sure. Just know the third is made of swords. Okay, yeah, that's pretty reasonable then. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Oceans of anger and regret. Alright. Yeah, I wonder who that champion is, perhaps. Maybe this is just meant to be a Game of Thrones reference and nothing more, but I'm still thinking about it. It's interesting to think about. Clearly a reference to Game of Thrones, but also a legendary sword in Night Rain. Yes, I have used it in Night Rain, and it's pretty good. It bonks things pretty hard. Okay. Right. What are the stats required? 40 strength! Damn! Okay. That's quite the investment to use. Yeah, I can't even two-hand it right now. But yeah, this is a colossal greatsword, so naturally it's gonna be S tier. The bigger the weapon, the more poise damage. It's good. I can tell it's good. I didn't even have to, like, have the proper attributes to wield it to tell that it's good. As a Claymore's good. Oh yeah, let's look at the weapon skill. That is pretty cool, I like that. Alright, we can get a level here, so let's get to 20 dexterity. That's kind of how I'm leveling right now, is I'm just going 20, 20, 20, 20. Then I'm gonna get to 15 faith, and then I'm gonna loop back to doing, like, 25, 25, 25, and so on and so forth, I think. I think I'm gonna stop leveling dex for now. I think I might just, like, after I get my faith to 15, I'm gonna stop leveling dex, because I think 20 dex is really all I need. Because I should be able to wield all, like, primarily mini dexterity weapons now at this point. And 20 should be enough for scaling purposes. Like, I'm completely fine with that. Alright, let's go and check to see if we can find Edgar at the spot of Arena's unfortunate passing. If you know Souls, then you know that there are no happy endings in this series. Yep. Oh, sadness ahead.
Rena, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done. I'll find them. The foul wretches. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done.
Okay, yeah. I don't believe it. Ah, didn't expect death, but all the more, I can't take this. Oh, yeah, we're getting character deaths this early, like, ugh.
I'll find them. The foul wretches. I'll hunt them down and rest assured.
Alright, and that is the end of the quest line for Arena, at least. I'm not sure if Edgar has more. I'll have to find that out later. Which means that we are done with the Weeping Peninsula. I don't think there's anything else to do here. Let's go to the Round Table Hold, and I do want to get my weapons upgraded. Then we will wrap up the stream. I'm curious to... This guy kind of has similar hairstyle to Edgar.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young... She's a servant to my... She's been my companion. I've lost count of the number, honestly.
Alright. I don't know if anyone at the round table would have any new dialogue. Probably not. But hey, Hugh.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms, then.
Alright, oh, I should probably equip my stuff that I intend to upgrade. Yeah, where is my Uchigatana? Thank you. And... like... there are some other looking, like, cool-looking greatswords that I want to use instead of the Claymore, which really annoys me, but I don't know when I'm gonna get those greatswords is the problem. There's, like, the Banished Knight sword that looks really cool. And there's, like, the Knight's greatsword, which I think is just a random drop from, like, Godric soldiers. They're just, like, generic soldiers with swords. Don't get me wrong, the Claymore looks good, but it's just, like, I want to use those other swords. Well, I want something different. You know, I've used the Claymore a bunch in Souls games off-stream. You know, I've used the Claymore a bunch in Dark Souls 1. It's like, I don't really want to use it again. I do have the Lordsworn's greatsword, but I don't like it as much. Want me to just drop you the sword you want early? I have everything. No need to, Katsugo. I do appreciate the offer, though. I will get the items that I want when I get them. That's just how things will go. I should sell all of these daggers. I don't need them. Alright. Yeah, I remember that we got this steel dagger from Kenneth Height, who's the heir of Limgrave. I was thinking about him. What a funny little fellow he is. Alright. Let's just focus the Uchigatana and Longsword for now.
Back already. No matter. Lay out your arms.
Alright, let's get the Uchigatana to... Oh, hang on, I need to use some runes. Give me a second. Give me a second, Hugh. Where are my runes? Here they are. I'm just like, which ones should I use? I'll just use all of these. There we go. That should be more than enough.
Already. No matter. Lay out your arms.
I like his voice. Oh, so we need 6 smithing stone 2s to get to longsword plus 6. Oh god, yeah, that's the pain. To like decide between the two. We could just get the Uchigatana to plus 5, and then like the longsword and the Uchigatana would be equal in terms of levels. Sure. And then Ash of War. I'm gonna change this one to just standard scaling, I think. Because we get better base damage with that, and I would just rather have that. What if I change the scaling to Sacred? Yeah, I'd lose a lot of damage if I did that. Do I want to upgrade my seal? I don't know. Actually, yeah, I might want to just use the seal in the long run, because it is like a strength and faith scaling seal, and if I don't intend to put too many levels into my faith, then this is perfect, actually. Basically, I want to have enough faith to the point where I can use a couple of, like, utility incantations, and, like, you know, maybe, like, throw a fireball or two. This could be good. Flummoxy is what I used on my strength faith build. Yeah! I think I might just stick with it in the long run, because it's good. I'm kind of all over the place with my builds. I'm trying to be quality paladin, so I think I have enough decks for now. I'm pretty happy with having 20 decks for now, so I might just leave my decks be, and then just focus on strength primarily. Because, like, I have enough decks to wield most dexterity weapons, so if you want faith as a secondary only, this might be your best seal, at least until way later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna upgrade it. There we go. Got to +3 now. Alright, we can also get a level with the rest of these runes. You can't actually do any leveling in the round table hold, can you? Also, is there still an invader if I drop down here? No, okay, so you kill the invader once and then that's it. Oh, the tape, I am so silly. Of course you would level up at the Table of Lost Grace. I am so silly. Sorry, I'm so used to Night Rain where the table is where you, like, go on your expeditions. Alright. What a point in faith. Actually, let me back off real quick. Maybe I want to talk to Corwin and buy an incantation from him.
Ah, you will then.
Because we have enough for Flame Sling. So, like, that could be pretty nice utility. I don't really, like, I'm not desperate for heal or urgent heal. Pure Poison could be pretty handy as general utility, but I can make tons of boluses, so that's fine. Catch Flame, I think, is just meant to be like a quick move to interrupt enemies, if I recall correctly. Yeah, can be cast without delay after performing another action. It's meant to, like, not really be damage-focused, but more so stagger-focused. I think we'll get Flame Sling. It should be pretty nice. Just looking at the, like, lore description at the bottom again. Flame of Ruin is anathema to the Erd Tree. Prophets sometimes glimpse it within the faith all the same. Sadly, when this occurs, their sole reward is banishment. Yeah, I'll take Flame Sling.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Oh, and also D has some incantations.
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
Oh, right! Oh god, these require intelligence though, and I hate that. Because I really want to be able to do, like, Order's Blade or, like, Litany of Proper Death. But it's a little bit more investment into intelligence. Catch Flame as combustion in the old games still holds up in damage too. Okay. Actually, yeah, I remember, because we did a Soul Level 1 playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered on stream. We did use Catch Flame as a pyromancy. It was really good. Like, super quickly, so it interrupts foes and the damage is quite nice. I guess these two could, like, act as incantations to, like, aim for a bit later on. Like, not right now. Not right now. You know what? I might actually cash out all of my runes here. You know what? I'm gonna do that. We're going to Stormvale Castle next. So, I think we want to be as prepared as possible, so yeah, let's just use all of our runes. I keep forgetting that, yeah, it puts you on the most recent tab when you open the menu. Let's just cash all of these out. Alright, so that should give us at least, like, 2-3 levels, maybe? A single level! God damn it! Like, we're so close there. Look how close we are to getting a second level. That's fine. Yeah, I think I want to get my faith to, like... Actually, do I want to leave it as 10 for now? I feel like I kind of want to leave it as 10 for now. I don't need to get it to 15 just yet, so you know what? What if I just put another point into, like, strength? What if I put another point into dex? No, okay, well... But then vigor is nice, because I don't want to get vigor checked. Where do I want to spend this single level? I know I can reallocate my stats if I want to. I typically don't do that on a Souls playthrough, though. I like to just, like, make up my build on the fly, because I find that a little bit more fun to do. Instead of having it, like, all planned and, like, perfected. Because my builds are never flawless. Like, my builds are always, like, pretty unoptimized. But it's fun doing it that way. Point in strength, point in faith. I'm gonna put a point into vigor. Yeah, let's just go to vigor. And yet Lumi is always optimized in my eyes. Thank you, Marky. Let's go with the point in vigor. Like, you know, HP is the best stat because it keeps you from dying. Obviously, if you don't get hit, then that's good, but still. Like the one I wanted. Vigor is, you know, universally a good stat. I'm also going to equip the Radagon Scar Seal again. Because it does help boost my stats a little bit, and like the damage increase isn't the worst thing in the world. Because yeah, it bumps us up to like 23 strength, 23 dex, 24 vigor. It's nice. All of our stats on the right side go up by 3, basically, which is pretty nice. I'm still like curious about this item description. I don't know who Radagon is yet, so I'm curious to learn about who they are later on. Okay. But the description seems to imply that Radagon is not a god. Because yeah, these seals represent the lifelong duty of those chosen by the gods. Maybe Radagon was turned into a god, given a great rune, perhaps. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, let's equip this again. And I think that's everything. Yeah, I don't have anything else I really intend to do, so... Check out my cool knight armor. Look how cool I am. Yeah, I'm aura farming. What about it? I really, really like this armor set. I wish it had a cape, though. That's the only downside. No cape. Although the Vagabond Knight set, which is just the exact same, but it's got like a couple more things to it. This one's got a cape. I don't really like the mismatch though, because it's like my greaves and gauntlets are like squeaky clean, but then the chest piece is like all dirty and messy. I don't really like that much. Alright, yeah, we should be good to just wrap up stream here, and when we come back with Elden Ring, assuming that I don't have to backtrack because I missed things, we're gonna go to Stormvale Castle, so be there or be square. Alright. I just want to rest here one more time. Oh, memorize spell. I also need to make sure that I equip my incantations. I should also, yeah, I should look at the faith requirement of a lot of these. Poison Mist needs 12, Flame of Frenzy needs 16. So yeah, I think somewhere around like 15 faith would be pretty nice. And Divine Fortification. Oh, actually, sorry, I know, just one more thing. I really don't want to close the game. I want to keep playing, but I do need to, like, take care of myself, and I do need to rest. I just wanted to look at... Does charging... Okay, yes, charging does affect this incantation. I just wanted to make sure. Alright. Oh right, I can't two-hand because we're at the round table hold, so we'll just close the game here. Quit game. Take us back to the title menu. And that's gonna be all for this stream. Yeah, I hope you had a wonderful time with it. Really, really happy that I managed to get Arena's questline done. And yeah, I'll look up off stream if there's anything major that I missed. But yes, next time, Stormvale Castle. I love that I keep timing my commentary to the music. It's it's a classic. Yeah, I'm really, really looking to Stormvale Castle. I think that's where like one of the first major boss fights happen, from what I know. So hope you're all excited for it. Get hyped. Because we are probably going to be done with Limgrave by the end of this week. Alright, time to close the game now. I know, I closed the game right as the music was getting super epic and cool. Thank you very much for the stream, Lumi. Thanks for being here, Clark. Thank you everyone for being here. There were a couple of messages that I missed that I wanted to read, but then we can wrap up the stream. Proper. You know, I just like to engage in the conversation, see what people were talking about. Yeah, so regarding like NPCs being marked on the map now, V says that I found that there are enough custom markers to put one on any NPC you want/need one on. Doesn't reveal their names early. That's true, yeah. Tatsugo says to get where you're coming from. As an open world Souls game, I think it's fine. Souls is already hard to follow when it's constrained. I know when I played, I got lost on where NPCs were before the system. Yeah, you know what would be great? If there was just a toggle to like have the feature on or off based on whether you wanted it or not. There should just be toggles for a lot of these things, because you can turn off the most recent items menu in this game if you don't like it. There should be a toggle for that thing as well. He says I understand that. I have a habit of taking notes of games, so it came naturally, felt need to. Did wish there was a rudimentary journal and note-taking tool in game, though. Would encourage note-taking. Yeah, that would have been awesome. I would have really, really wanted that, but I just take notes on a little document for my Elden Ring stuff here. Katsukiyo says that there should be a weapon so large two-handing it counts as one-handing, or to two-hand you need co-op buddy because it needs 4 hands. That would be so cool. You're holding the whole magic spire with your buddy. Yeah, okay. I think I catched up on, or caught up on all the messages there. Mark is saying, thank you for the stream, Lumi. Should certainly try to get some sleep myself. Yeah. So with that all being said and done, thank you so much everyone for coming by to stream. Sorry, I'm stuttering on my words. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, which it's getting relatively late here. 10:31 p.m. So, you know, about the time where I would be, like, taking a break, getting some food if I, you know, were staying up to, like, play games. Or just hopping into bed if I, like, have anything urgent to do the next day. But, thankfully, I don't. Other than more streams tomorrow. Speaking of which, let's talk about streams for the rest of the week. So here's the socials and the Discord. You can check my stream schedule on both Blue Sky and Discord, but just to give you a rundown on it, you know what days I normally stream on, so I won't talk about days and times since it's just the same as always. But tomorrow, we have Shovel Knight. We are starting Plague of Shadows, which is the campaign where you play as Plague Knight. I've never played it before, so it is going to be a fully blind playthrough of Plague of Shadows. And then, for the rest of the week, we have 2 more Elden Ring streams, and then on Sunday, we have a Flex Slot stream. Depending on how good Moon's internet is by then, either it will be a Monster Hunter Rise collab stream, or it will be something else. I was thinking that potentially I could make it an Elden Ring stream, but I don't think I'll do that, because I don't want to surprise people with an Elden Ring stream. I think a lot of people want to know when those Elden Ring streams are happening in advance. Still no contact or fixes, so likely not this week. Okay. But I was thinking, like, potentially I could play Helldivers 2, or I could play Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, or I could just, like, you know, try and clean up all of the rest of the village quests in Rise, because I do believe you unlock some special challenges if you do them all. And I was planning on doing them anyway off-stream. So, yes, do keep all of that in mind, and, yeah, that's pretty much everything from me. Let me try to thank everyone who came by to stream, and then we'll find someone to raid off into. Thank you so much for being here, Moon. Thanks for being here, Soroka and Ocean. Thanks for being here, V and Katsuyo. Thanks for being here, RPG Julie and Isaac Anzu. Thank you so much for being here, Marky, and thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid as well, Lancy. Thank you so much for the raid as well, Tacticus, and thank you so much for being here, Melissa. Thank you so much for all of the bits. Thank you for all of the bits, Tacticus as well. Really do appreciate it. Of course, thank you for all of the follows throughout the stream. They're all appreciated. I'm going to keep scrolling, see if I can catch a couple more names, and then we will look into that raid target. Thanks for being here as well, Medio Boys. And thanks for being here, Female Clark A. Yeah, that's pretty much everyone that I can get here at a glance. But obviously, whether you're here for a minute, an hour, the whole stream, you're just lurking or watching the VOD. Hope you had a lovely time. Alright, Raid Shadow Legends. This stream is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Who are we raiding into? That's a good question. I don't actually know. I have no clue. I'm always indecisive at this hour. Let's do this raid. Yeah. we're gonna read into Dizzy Rolls EXE, who right now is playing Tales of Fantasia. She is a very, very lovely armadillo VTuber and does a whole bunch of variety games. And semi-recently on stream, wrapped up a playthrough of Demon Souls and Dark Souls Remastered. I don't know if she's played Dark Souls 2, but maybe she'll play it in the future, who knows. Maybe we can convert another one to the side of appreciating Dark Souls 2. We don't have a strict raid message, so do whatever you want for it, and that's basically everything from me. She doesn't own it yet. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that. I'm willing to slam my money down on the table to buy someone Dark Souls 2 so that they can experience peak. Alright, let's get that raid up and going. Alright, there we go. It is ready to go. It's ready to launch. But before I press that raid now button, please have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world, everyone. Make sure to stretch and hydrate plenty, as I did throughout the stream. And the moral of this one is, I guess protect your loved ones. Yeah, don't neglect the safety of your loved ones for the sake of a quote-unquote duty. Because otherwise you'll end up like Edgar did there. Yeah, she's dead, okay. Okay, she's dead. But my excitement to play more Elden Ring is not dead, so I hope you're all excited for more Elden Ring later in the week. But until then, let's go right into Dizzy and wish her the best of luck with her stream. Alright, let's go. It's raid time, baby. Oh yeah. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.